While many A-listers remain tight-lipped about smooching their co-stars, other actors love to kiss and tell. So we've rounded up a list of some Tinseltown talents who really know what to do with their lips. Pucker up and keep watching. Paula Patton knows a thing or two about smooching her co-stars. She's had plenty of practice over the years, puckering up with high-profile actors. But she got a little bashful when she was asked about her absolutely best on-screen kiss during a 2017 interview on Live with Kelly and Ryan. At first, she tried to avoid the question by insisting, "They're all really good because they're kisses and they're cute." But she eventually succumbed to the pressure by shouting out her Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol co-star.
It's not the best.
Okay.
It's still, it was great.
Okay.
But I will tell you that the kiss from Tom Cruise was a surprise.
Patton even went so far as complimenting Cruise's personal hygiene by adding, "He had amazing breath. It wasn't minty. It was just perfect." What a refreshing answer. Don't tell Vanessa Hudgens, but her ex-boyfriend and High School Musical co-star Zac Efron doesn't consider her to be his best on-screen kiss ever. As it turns out, the Disney king turned big-screen hunk has revealed that his Greatest Showman co-star Zendaya was actually his favorite kiss of all time. For him, the chemistry was real, and the moment was magical. As he described it, "At this point for these characters, it's so built up, the tension between them is so strong, and literally just a glance between them is electric. And when they finally have the courage in that moment to finally connect and get that kiss, it's that epic musical moment." Zendaya echoed Efron's emotional response to the storied smooch. As she said, "It's not just another kiss, it's different. We try to take ourselves out of it and become these two characters, and that's their moment." Who wouldn't want to get up close and personal with Chris Pratt? His Jurassic World co-star Bryce Dallas Howard was definitely happy to. As she told People magazine, he's perfect in every way. She also made sure to note that his breath is, quote, like starburst, eye candy and mouth candy indeed. And that wasn't all Howard had to say about kissing her co-stars. While her smooch with Pratt took the cake, Matthew McConaughey, whom she appeared alongside in 2016's Gold, wasn't too shabby either. As she told People, he was drinking a lot of, I think it was tea stuff, a lot of fake alcohol, so it was pretty good. It was like some sort of good, healthy aesthetic substitute for alcohol. That description doesn't exactly make our knees buckle, but we certainly wouldn't turn down a tea-flavored tongue-tingling session with Matthew McConaughey. When Penn Badgley appeared on an episode of Watch What Happens Live in 2015, he reluctantly admitted that his favorite on-screen kissing partner was his Gossip Girl love interest and real-life ex-girlfriend Blake Lively.
I'll say it was Blake because we actually had a relationship at the time.
Right.
And then the worst, maybe Blake after we broke up.
Whether Badgley and Lively were getting hot and heavy behind the scenes or just making nice for the cameras, they kept things professional and hid any personal feelings. As Badgley explained on Watch What Happens Live, "I think we should both pat ourselves on the back for getting through it because, you know, it's like anything is complicated in that way, and we handled it." It makes sense then that in a 2017 Gossip Girl retrospective in Vanity Fair, executive producer Joshua Safran admitted that he had no clue when the couple had broken up as they successfully reined in their emotions on set and compartmentalized the drama. Just imagine not only having to work with your ex, but actually having to kiss her as well. We'll pass. In 2014, Megan Fox was asked by E! News if she had a favorite on-screen kiss, and she didn't miss a beat, as she matter-of-factly named her Transformers co-star Shia LaBeouf. This revelation should come as no big shock. After all, these two were rumored to be more than just co-stars while filming the movie. So was this indeed a case of art imitating life? LaBeouf eventually confirmed their off-screen romance during a 2011 interview when he admitted, "Look, you're on the set for 6 months with someone who's rooting to be attracted to you, and you're rooting to be attracted to them. I never understood the separation of work and life in that situation. But the time I spent with Megan was our own thing, and I think you can see the chemistry on screen." Years later, Fox finally came clean as well. During a chat on Watch What Happens Live, when she was asked how she would characterize their relationship, as she admitted, "I mean, I would confirm that it was romantic. I love him. I've never been really quiet about that. I love him." Amy Adams has gotten to kiss some pretty enchanting leading men during her time in Hollywood, including the likes of Leonardo DiCaprio and McDreamy himself, Patrick Dempsey. But her actual all-time favorite smooching partner isn't exactly someone who's known for being a hunk. When she stopped by Rachel Ray's talk show in 2007, she admitted that she was completely caught off guard by the most unlikely candidate, her Talladega Nights co-star funny man Will Ferrell. While shooting the car racing comedy, she discovered that he was in fact a fantastic kisser. As she admitted, "I was not expecting that." While Ferrell earns the very top prize on Adams' list, she also admitted that her enchanted co-star Patrick Dempsey is, quote, lovely, and that she was so excited to pucker up with DiCaprio for 2002's Catch Me If You Can. As she confessed, "I'd had all these fantasies about him from Titanic." Adams is definitely not shy about dishing out the kissing compliments. In addition to all these high marks for her leading men, she once told Extra that Jennifer Lawrence gave her a great kiss in American Hustle, while making sure to also compliment her very soft lips. Amy Adams isn't the only actress who's been satisfied with Will Ferrell's movie smooching, as his Land of the Lost co-star Anna Friel has also singled him out as a solid on-screen kisser. She once admitted, "You wouldn't expect it from him, but he is a really good kisser, and he's got twinkly blue eyes, and he was gentler than I thought that he perhaps might be. So if anyone needs a good kiss, they should just get on the phone and ask Will." A ringing recommendation indeed, and it seems like Friel may have even had a bit of a real-life crush on her on-screen love interest, as she told GQ, "I think Will's gorgeous. I find him really attractive. He gets down to his underpants at one point. There's a sexy slow-motion Baywatch shot where he gets out of a swimming pool. If you're into that sort of thing, we imagine it's pretty hard to resist." During a 2019 BBC Radio 1 interview, Emma Thompson answered questions from kids, who had all sorts of silly, out there, and awkward queries, including who Thompson's best on-screen kiss was. She first explained that she always hands out what she calls kissing gum before shooting a particularly romantic scene, just in case her co-stars have eaten a tuna sandwich right before the kiss. Then she cheekily replied, "Meryl Streep's a very good snogger. I had to snog her in Angels in America, and she was method about it."
There was no stone unturned in my gob, that's for sure.
Rather than leave it at that, Thompson kept the fun going, as she elaborated on the inner monologue she had mid-makeout session.
Blimey, what's she doing here?
Yeah, flossing.
Mining for jewels.
Considering how delightful Thompson is whenever she's on the screen, we'll have to take her advice and start packing kissing gum wherever we go. And we promise to never disrespect her by eating tuna in her presence. If you've never seen Cruel Intentions, you must stop everything you're doing immediately and rectify that oversight. The 1999 teen drama starring Sarah Michelle Gellar, Reese Witherspoon, Selma Blair, and Ryan Phillippe was ahead of its time, and it's sort of the guilty pleasure we could all use right now. The most iconic scene features Gellar's character teaching Blair's character how to French kiss. During a 2014 interview on the Kyle and Jackie O radio show, Gellar cited that moment as her all-time favorite on-screen smooch. When she and Blair won the MTV Movie Award for Best Kiss, they even recreated the moment for all the flashing cameras, and they've continued to do so over years. Even a pandemic couldn't stop them from keeping the tradition alive. As in 2020, Gellar posted a selfie on Instagram of Blair kissing her through a rhinestone-embellished face mask. Hopefully Gellar's hubby Freddie Prinze Jr. isn't too insulted that his other half ranks Blair's kiss above his own, as the two of them had their own on-screen lip lock in 2002 Scooby-Doo. Sharon Stone may have more than basic instincts when it comes to kissing her co-stars. She's had her fair share of on-screen makeout partners, but it's screen legend Robert De Niro who stands above them all. The two of them starred together in the 1995 Martin Scorsese mob movie Casino. And while their kiss was indeed her favorite of all time, she's admitted that her memory might be clouded by her immense admiration for De Niro.
Yeah, Bob was far and away the best kisser.
Stone also noted that she was so excited to just have the opportunity to collaborate with De Niro and sit across the table from him and keep pace with his talent. As she put it, "I was just so madly in love with him. As an actress to start with that, he probably could have hit me in the head with a hammer, and I would have been like, oh yeah." Watch What Happens Live host Andy Cohen is absolutely notorious for getting actors to admit their favorite on-screen kissing partners. When the question came up for Jennifer Lopez during a 2014 episode, she didn't have to think twice, as she promptly said, "I would have to say it came right to my mind. I did a movie called An Unfinished Life. I had a love interest in there, and he was played by Josh Lucas."
I felt, I would hope he would say the same, that we had a very good kiss.
Yes.
Lopez elaborated, "And we had a love scene in the back of this truck. It was kind of uncomfortable, and I think we were both really nervous, to be honest. And it was okay, like, whoa, we just jumped on each other like when they said action." When Lucas himself later appeared on the show, Cohen brought the question up again, and Lucas was happy to agree with his Unfinished Life co-star. As he described it, they had a scene together that was so phenomenally steamy that ended up getting cut because they didn't want it to affect the rating.
You gotta love Ryan Reynolds for keeping things cheeky on Twitter, whether he's chatting with fans or co-stars. When someone asked him about kissing Anna Kendrick in their movie The Voices, he didn't need a whole essay to respond. Nope, he just said it was like taking your face to Awesometown. Classic Reynolds. Some folks were quick to wonder how his wife Blake Lively felt about that enthusiastic reply, but let's be real. She's probably used to his tweet-happy antics by now. And Anna Kendrick? She couldn't resist hopping on the fun train herself. That is the Kendrick train guarantee, with local stops in Awkwardville and Tolerable Shire. Ethan Hawke's been in the acting game for ages, kicking things off way back in the mid to late 80s. With all those years and countless on-screen smooches under his belt, you'd think it'd be tough to pick a favorite. But nope. When a fan asked him on Watch What Happens Live about his top kissing partner, he didn't hesitate.
With all due respect, the woman has been in the press a lot recently, but I will say the best on-screen kiss I ever had was Angelina Jolie.
And when Andy Cohen wanted to know what made it so unforgettable, Ethan got poetic. Why is Amadeus Wolfgang Mozart a genius? I'm talking. Angelina Jolie was born to whittle men, to make them weak. When she kisses you, you don't know your name. I'm just telling the truth here. They shared that magic moment while starring together in the 2004 thriller Taking Lives. Hugh Grant has offered up high praise for his Bridget Jones's Diary co-star, Renee Zellweger. During a 2014 appearance on Alan Carr, Chatty Man Show, he called her a, quote, top snogger. We should probably give Grant's opinion some credence, as he is the ultimate British naughty boy. He also admitted in that interview that he and on-screen rival Colin Firth engaged in, quote, competitive snogging, and that one of them would have to ask Zellweger which one of them she preferred. He made sure to note, I think Colin tried too hard. But we may have to take this ranking with a grain of salt, as Grant also confessed that he can't think of a single one of his leading ladies whom he hasn't fancied. As he put it, you have got to fancy them as otherwise it is no fun. What is the point of doing a film? But one actress he may not have enjoyed smooching quite that much was Julia Roberts, as he joked about his Notting Hill co-star. It's a big mouth. I was aware of a faint echo when I was kissing her.